You know, I think it's really great that like the peak of my seasonal depression really just like lines up with my January favorites video, so you know, maybe I can actually get some serotonin back in my brain. Hey y'all, it's me Alex. Today it's time for my January favorites video. Now normally I do a favorites video like every 2 months or so, but I was kind of just feeling it. You know, I kind of just wanted to do a little favorites video. I don't know, I've been in a bit of like creative rut, a little depresso, a little stresso, you know? So I feel like maybe talking about some makeup and some other things that I've been enjoying a lot, you know, might kind of bring some of that back, bring back some of that joy, really get back into the groove of filming, because I feel like I've been pretty, I don't know, I feel like the past few days I've actually kind of felt like filming, so I'm gonna take advantage of that instead of getting into a rut and saying like, oh shit, I haven't posted in a week, I should probably get started on that. January favorites video, y'all know what favorites videos are, let's get into it. Okay, so first let's talk about eyeshadow palettes. Both of them kind of follow the same theme. I'm just going to start with the one that I have on my eyes right now, and that is the Lime Crime Venus 2 palette. Now, I do need to mention that I really haven't bought anything new makeup-wise in the entire month of January, because I'm broke. And also I do have a lot of makeup that I already have, and I should probably, you know, actually use some of it. But anyway, Lime Crime Venus 2, I got this back like November-y, and I've really been taking the opportunity to use this a lot. Now, this is obviously an older palette. I have always lusted after this color story, so I was just kind of waiting to get to a point where I actually like felt comfortable buying from Lime Crime. Now I am, and I am really enjoying this palette. I was a little bit skeptical because no one really talks about Lime Crime's eyeshadow formula and like, does it blend well, is it super pigmented? But I think that the formula is really great and really easy to work with, which I wasn't sure about, especially given like, you know, the bright periwinkle shade, things like that in this palette, but it works really well. I'm wearing a combination basically of this entire bottom row on my eyes today. My look is very like Bucky Barnes, but make it fashion sort of look, but I have also been trying to like really lean into like the extra grungy gothness, because I realize that that is the kind of makeup that makes me the happiest. So I've been like trying to do that. And what I really like about this palette and the other one that I'm going to show is that I notice when I get into kind of a creative makeup rut, I always go for like kind of monochromatic-esque looks, or like kind of stuff that's all in the same color family. So I'll do like a red, orange, yellow look, or like a blue and green look, but never really play too much with contrasting colors. And while monochromatic looks are like super cute, especially a monochromatic purple look, oh, that's kind of how I can tell that I'm in a bit of a creative rut and I need a little extra something to really get me started. And so this color story is really, really, really good for that. One of my favorite looks you would have seen like a couple videos ago. I did like a combination of filter and mustard, like largely mustard with some of Fly here, and then like bright periwinkle inner corner. I thought that that was just so fun. And this sort of palette just really forces you to, you know, play with some color combinations that you normally wouldn't, or I normally wouldn't look for in your average like rainbow palette, since I tend to go for all the colors that are kind of next to each other. This has enough of like creative color combinations, but it's still a pretty curated palette, so it's not like gigantic or anything like that. There's only 8 shades in here. Everything blends really nicely together. Actually, today was the first time I had used the black shade in their Boot, which I have all over my lids, which you really can't see too much of the micro glitter in it because it's supposed to be black with a purple micro glitter. You don't really see that much, but I was kind of skeptical as to how well that would blend out with the other shades. But it worked really well. All of that to say is that this is really helping me kind of get out of my creative rut, and whenever I don't quite know what to do with my makeup, I go for this. And also, how cute is the packaging? Love that. Okay, and the other palette that is really doing that for me is the Clarisyke Real Fantasy palette. This gives me very similar vibes, but a little bit brighter with a hint of pastel in there. You all know that this is one of my favorite palettes of 2020. If you saw my top 20 products of 2020, God, how many times can I say like 20? But this is such a good color story. This gives me similar kind of vibes because you can kind of get like, you know, a gradient out of some of these shades, but you do really have to like look around at different shades and do like some contrasting looks in order to, you know, I feel like really get the fullness of the vibes of this palette. And I feel like all the shades once again blend really well together, the same with the Venus 2. Even though you are doing like contrasting looks, it's not difficult to work with by any means. I like it especially because like a lot of the shimmer shades you can kind of match it up. So like Amethyst is obviously a purple, and then here's a purple here. There's pink and pink, but you can also contrast the shit out of that if you want to. You can even do like, you know, a neutral look with a pop of like something funky on there. So it's really fun, really nice. Love this formula. Clarisyke is amazing. I'm actually kind of tempted to get their rainbow palette after using this one as much as I have. This is super fun. Okay, next eye products, Melt Gel Liners. Once again, this was in my top 20 of 2020, but these two specific shades I've been enjoying a lot. So I have Onyx, which is what I'm wearing on my waterline today to just like, you know, really enhance the sort of gothy grungy look that I have going on. And then I have Utterly Alone, which was from their Beetlejuice collection, which is this beautiful, beautiful shimmery purple. Like, I just want my entire life to be this color. Honestly, I love those sorts of shades of purples. These are really nice because I do have some other colors that are a bit lighter and those work really well too. But I like these because as I'm trying to lean into those more gothy grungy looks that really just kind of make me feel my best, these are great for like putting in the waterline, doing a funky looking wing with it. I used to use gel liners, but those would always like crease in my crease because I have oily lids. Like my skin is very dry, but I have very oily lids, but these stay in place really, really well. They're very pigmented. You don't have to go over them a whole lot. And I think that, yeah, these just work really well. They're so good. So good. Also from Melt, their Beetlejuice mascara, their Supernatural Lash mascara. God, I hope that like they come back with this in like a permanent way, because I know that collection was limited edition, but this is probably between this, well, honestly, all of the eye products out of that collection. Amazing. Actually, that collection, I liked everything in it. This is probably one of my favorite things to come out of that collection. This is the mascara that I'm wearing right now. I've been wearing this every single day since I got that collection. I was almost about to buy a backup of it, but after like the initial launch, I feel like all of the items in the collection were like impossible to get, so that didn't really work out well at all for me. But this is kind of the sort of mascara that I really enjoy. First of all, the packaging is fantastic. Like, it actually feels high-end, which is super nice. It has this big old hourglass wand. I love a big wand when it comes to my lashes. Like, not to brag, but I have very long and thick lashes, so I like a brush that is fucking chunky, because I feel like that really kind of gives me a false lash effect, because I like the look of false lashes, but they can smell my fear, so I don't use them. So this kind of gives me that effect without me actually having to do the work of false lashes, so super great. Okay, one last eye product that also works as a cheek product, so that'll transition us nicely into the cheek products that I've been loving. The Fluid Beauty Universal Gloss in Roxy. This has kind of been my go-to for days when like I want to feel like I'm put together, but I don't have the energy to really like go full on and figure out a cohesive sort of look. And this is so nice. So it's just this like really pretty pink gloss. I love the brand Fluid, by the way. Yeah, this is just this really pretty like pink gloss. So I'll like put this all over my eye. I'll sometimes do it on my cheeks. It's just like very glossy, very glittery. Yeah, I love just like any sort of like pink glittery highlighter type of product, since as you all know, I'm not the biggest like funky colored highlighter fan on myself, but anything in pink I feel like is super flattering. So I like this. I'll do like a wash of it all over my lid, just do some mascara, which normally isn't a look that I go for, but in the few times that I've really done it, it makes me feel really nice. And I also like it, you know, as a highlighter on my cheeks. You do have to use like a setting spray afterwards, just because it doesn't really dry down due to the nature of the formula. Also, do your eyes first when you use this product if you're going to use it on your cheeks, just because, especially with like an eye look like this, the fallout can kind of get stuck in the gloss in a way that it wouldn't if you were just like using a powder product, or if you were able to really set everything down. So I recommend just like doing your eyes first and then like really wiping any sort of fallout off of your cheeks before you use it. But this is really fun. It looks really nice. It's just, It's such a good color, and I love the name Roxy because I love the musical Chicago. Excellent combination. Okay, other cheek products I've been loving. This one, I don't even know if this exists anymore because it's not at Ulta. I found this at Ulta. This is the second one I've gone through. This is the Model's Own Sculpt and Glow highlighter powder in Golden Sand. Like, this is a very, very neutral sort of highlighter. This is what I'm wearing right now. This is kind of the only highlighter I've been wearing all month, just because I feel like it is very natural, but very, like, it does make my cheekbones like really stand out, which I love. It's very wet looking. It's very metallic. It's not like so out there, you know, at least not in my opinion. I know a lot of folks are moving away from powder highlighters. I'm very much not, but this is just so good. This is such a good color, and I really hope that this does still exist, because after I finish this, which is obviously going to take me a very long time, I would love to go get another one. But I also know that this highlighter comes, like this sort of shade comes in a lot of different highlighter formulas, so I'm not exactly going to want for this shade if this product doesn't exist anymore, but it's still so good. It's such a good formula. Okay, this is also one that I've definitely mentioned a million times before, but the Milani Cheek Kiss Liquid Blush in Nude Flush. Also what I'm wearing, I kind of just like bloop it on my cheekbones, a little bit on my nose, and then I like pat it in and then do it kind of like across my cheeks a little bit too, so that way I can get like a more subtle version of like the e-girl type of blush that I think is really cool, but I wouldn't want to wear in an actual bold color on myself because I do have a lot of natural redness in my cheeks, and I don't particularly want to look like a lobster. But this is really nice if you have always wanted to try like the Glossier cloud paints, but you don't have Glossier money or you don't want to buy from them. The Milani Cheek Kisses I think are an excellent alternative, because I also have the neutral cloud paint, and that is probably about the same shade. I feel like this has just as many, if not more, shades than the Glossier, but don't quote me on that, as I'm not adventurous with blush, so I don't really know how many different shades, because I only own 2, and then the other one is like a berry tone that I don't know, I feel like it looked better online than it does on my actual face, but that might also just be because I'm not used to bolder looks on me. I don't know. But this is really great. I love it so much. I think that this is just such an easy formula to work with. Also, if you just want to try like a liquid blush and you really haven't had a whole lot of experience working with cream or liquid products, I feel like this is really, really easy to work with. So it's super nice. Okay, last face product is the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. I've always loved this product regardless of like my makeup style, but I've been loving it especially recently because I know we're all wearing masks, so I really don't have to do makeup from like here down, but I also never feel complete when I do my makeup if I only do like my eyes, so I'll still do like cheek and lip products, and so sometimes like my tinted moisturizer, my cheek products will like wear off on my mask, but once I've started using this again, because this shit makes everything stay forever, I've been staining a lot fewer of my masks just because it works. Like, it does its job. It makes my makeup stay really nicely. If anything is like too powdery, it really helps it blend into my skin. Like, this is a cult classic for a reason, and that reason is because it works and it's good. Okay, let's talk lip products. I own a couple of Lime Crime Velveteens. I have it in Shroom, Salem, and Sasha, which is very alliterative, and I did not intend for it to be that alliterative. I'm wearing Salem right now. I really like this formula. I originally bought it just because I got Sasha on sale at Ulta, and I bought it because of the name, because that was the name of my childhood doggo. And also the shade like looked pretty nice because I love me a good like rosy sort of neutral type shade, and it looks really nice on me. And these are really comfortable to wear. I know most people really don't care much for liquid lipsticks anymore, but I really enjoy this formula. I feel like it's really comfortable. I like the applicator. I don't know what it is about it, because I know I've had other liquid lipsticks with that applicator, but between the applicator and the formula, how many fucking times can I say applicator in one video? Between the applicator and the formula, that really helps me to actually like give me a defined lip shape, because one of the things that I've struggled with a lot, like not in a way that I'm like insecure about it, but I have trouble giving myself like a really defined bow of my lips because I really don't have one naturally. But I don't know, I feel like most lipsticks are kind of weird for me to apply. Like, I don't think I have a bad lip shape or anything like that. I'm fine just the way I am. But like, I'm really good at getting like a good lip shape until I get like literally right here in this region. And the shape of the applicator really, really helps that. So yeah, it's really nice. I just have these 3 shades right now, but I definitely want to get a lot more. I'm thinking I need to replace my black lipstick because mine is so old, and I think I might replace it with their black lipstick. Okay, and then we have a gloss, and it is this Drench Cosmetics Space Glaze. I don't know which shade this is because I'm pretty certain I like scraped the sticker off on accident. And y'all know I'm not a super big gloss person. Like, I don't like many gloss formulas, but holy shit, this is so good. I love the brand. The brand's aesthetic is so super cute. I have one of their eyeshadow palettes that I am really gonna whip out for February because I realized I haven't used it as much as I want to. But this is such a nice shade. I actually think it goes with the eyeshadow, well, with the Fluid Universal Gloss Roxy really well. But this is what that looks like. It's just this nice neutrally pink, and I wouldn't expect to like a pink on myself as much as I do, but it's really nice, and I feel like this goes with so many looks. And kind of when I have been wanting to really complement my eye looks, but I don't want to like do a full-on liquid lipstick, I love pulling this out because it's so easy to work with. I don't have to worry about being as precise with this as I would other sorts of lipsticks and lip products, just because it's pigmented, but you're probably not gonna make a mess with it. I could probably apply this without a mirror if I didn't have one. So it's really great. Okay, so that's kind of all the beauty products that I want to talk about. I do want to like have some earring faves. So this pair of earrings from Open the Cellar Door, which look like really nice little sides. I've been wearing this pair a lot this month. Because once again, I've been leaning into the gothy grungy aesthetic, and I feel like this goes with just about everything I've been wearing, both makeup and clothing wise, so I think they're super great. And I've also been wearing these earrings, which I don't know if these are around anymore. I bought these last year. They're from the brand Mindflowers. They're this really fun and funky like lightning bolts. I love lightning bolt shaped things so much. They're like these glitter resin, huh? I don't know how you say it. But anyway, they're glittery lightning bolts. The brand itself is called Mindflowers, and they have some really fun and funky earrings. I got these from the Daisy LA website because I love Daisy LA. I'm an affiliate with them. Use code Alchemist to check out for 10% off. But this isn't sponsored. I just think that these earrings are so cool, and I like the little like hooks that they have. Because like other hooks are fine, but these like don't poke you in the neck if you like lean to one side. This is basically guaranteeing that they're not gonna fall out of your ears. Not that I like have a big history of like my earrings jumping ship a lot. Provide some extra security. They're really nice. They're very good quality. Yeah, and they're really fun. As far as like media faves go, I've been playing Stardew Valley basically all month. I love that game. It's especially nice because I like with, you know, us coming out of the holidays and all of that, you know, I've been kind of homesick a little bit, and I come from a very, very small town, and I do plan to move back there. But I've been very homesick. So like having my own little like video game where I can play like I'm in a small town and I'm farming and just kind of like living my best life, because honestly that would be, if I could do anything, I would just basically have my own little like sustainable farm. You know, that's what I would love. So playing that has been super peaceful. It's honestly helped with my anxiety so much. I just got married on there to Leah. Leah is my favorite, and I also like never play on there where I don't marry her, because she reminds me of Case so much. I was talking with some friends the other day about all of our celebrity crushes and stuff like that, and how all of our celebrity crushes just remind us of our significant others. I don't know, like, if you are coupled up, do you get that too? But yeah, I like her specifically because she reminds me of Case. So she's my fave. I have a little cat on there. It's just so fun. It's so wholesome. I love having my little farm. I make a very good cheese. on there. I would love to do that in real life. So that's super fun. As far as like TV stuff, we've been watching a lot of the Great British Bake Off. I mean, I started watching that I think even before Christmas, but we've been super into that. That is like my comfort show, especially with the seasons with Noel Fielding, because I already liked him before because of like the IT Crowd and the Mighty Boosh, and when he was on Nevermind the Buzzcocks, I always like really enjoyed him. And also like from like a non-binary pansexual perspective, I don't know whether I would like want to date him or be him or both. I don't know. He's like style goals and like life goals. It's super cool. But that has also been super nice because it's kind of been like sparking my creativity as far as cooking and baking goes. Because I've been, you know, like I said, depression kind of gets me into a rut creatively, and I love being creative when it comes to like makeup, knitting, cooking, baking and stuff. So that has kind of like helped me get out and figure out other recipes that I would love to try, things like that. So that's been super fun. We also started watching Get Organized with the Home Edit. I didn't know anything about the Home Edit, but I am trying to learn how to become an organized person because I know I need more structure in my life, but I kind of I made it to the age of 24, never learning how to do that. So we basically watched it all over the course of like 2 nights. It's so good. So like it's really fascinating because so like the Home Edit is these 2 women who basically go around and like organize people's houses, which is so cool. If I had money, I would love to hire someone to just like organize all my shit because I can't do it myself. Each episode they do like 1 famous person and then 1 average person. So like the first episode they did Reese Witherspoon's house and like all of her movie memorabilia, which was so cool and like so fascinating because I'm a huge Legally Blonde fan. I remember they did one of the Kardashians, who like I'm not a huge Kardashian fan, but also like from like kind of a voyeuristic perspective, I would want to know how they organize their stuff. Like I think it was Khloe Kardashian, they did her garage, which that was actually pretty fascinating. But they also do like practical solutions for everyday life. So as a result of watching that show, I have put my entire closet in rainbow order. Because while I want to get a whole bunch of like clear bins from the Container Store, that shit's expensive. So for right now, what I can manage is to just like put all the shit in my house in rainbow order. So I've done my closet. I guess it's time for me to do like my pantry, kitchen, books, all of that. Maybe, no, I like how my makeup is actually organized right now. That is the only organization system I have in my house that like actually makes sense to my brain right now. As much as I would love to like put all my palettes in rainbow order, that doesn't work well with my brain. But it's super satisfying to watch, and it has actually kind of helped me like become a more organized person, which is who I want to be. So that's been great. Oh, and we started watching The Owl House on Disney Plus, which is absolutely adorable. I feel like if you liked Gravity Falls, you would really like that show. We're not super far into that, but it's adorable. I love it. It's just so cute. If you like magic and like fun little cartoony adventures, it's so nice. And we've also started watching WandaVision, but we're going through that. We're trying to make it very slow because we've had like such a lack of Marvel content, because we're huge Marvel fans in this house, but you know, we haven't seen a Marvel movie in a year. It's been more than a year actually. God. But yeah, that has been really great too. So we only just got through the first 3 episodes, so we're very excited to kind of see what happens next. Yeah, we don't want to move through it too quickly. I know that they're doing like new episodes every week or something, but I really don't want to move through it so fast so we just like run out of content, since we're starved. We're starved, folks. So that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please let me know down below what are some of the things, makeup or otherwise, that you've been loving this month. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe down below if you want to see more videos from me, and I will see y'all in my next one. I hope y'all have a wonderful day. Bye!